I've been having some thoughts lately about neurodiversity and how we perceive the world differently. Much of my life I've seen through a different lens, but I've also had to mask the big feelings that I experience inside, mask my sensitivity, mask the excitement I experience over something small like the shade of a leaf, or water droplets on the water, or the reflection of the sky. In fact, it wasn't until I was 42 that I was even diagnosed with ADHD, so I've lived my whole life thinking or feeling that there's something inherently wrong with me and the way that I go about living in the world. But lately something has begun to shift in me. I'm starting to accept and even open up to these big feelings that I have inside and the way that I experience the world in such a vast and energetic way. It's like I go about experiencing the small things and then somehow I'm able to automatically feel how that becomes a part of everything else. And it's this epically deep connection with my internal sense and the energetic sense of the outside world that makes it really difficult for me to live life in a way that most other people do. Things like focusing on a job that doesn't have any meaning, or simply being around to pay the bills. I simply can't live that way. I have to align with these big energies that I have inside me, because living with great sensitivity, I'm learning, is a challenge in this world, but it's also an incredible gift. It's people like us who can show the different veils, the different ways that life exists on this earth and on the energetic plane as well. We see things and connections and patterns and colours that others don't, meaning that we can bring new art to the world, new ways of being, ways of accepting each other for our differences. Sometimes it's really hard not to feel held in this space. We're always on the cutting edge. We're always in the new, fresh energy, the energy that's just between the veil, just arriving. We're in that in-between place where we're physical beings, but the spirituality, the unseen, is actually where most of our energy lives. So that can make it really tricky to stay grounded. And there are tools I'm learning, and nature is one of them. But I also know that it's important that we do brave a new path, and we need the help of everybody, neurodiverse, neurotypical. We all need to be able to somehow work together so that we can share this beautiful planet and be able to learn from each other, learn from each other's experiences, ways of viewing the world, and those subtle energies that we experience as neurodiverse people, I really think can help us connect with our planet and connect with each other in a really beautiful and subtle, unique and profound way. If you have a friend or family member with ASD or ADHD, I invite you to really take some time to do some research. Listen to podcasts, follow accounts on Instagram or TikTok that have people with real lived life experience with neurodiversity, because so much of the time we get clumped into people that are hard to be around, people that are too sensitive, too emotional, too bouncing off the walls. And honestly, if you were inside of our experience, you would see that the depth of feeling that we have, the depth of empathy and the depth of connection that we have to all around us can't not be overwhelming at times. And that means that sometimes we need to be able to take time out to self-regulate. And yeah, I don't think that anymore we should be put in the abnormal category. It's horrific, it's soul destroying, and there is no reason why we should normalize our experience, which we have to work so hard just to be in this world, so that we can make the rest of the population feel more at ease. So I genuinely invite you to just start opening your eyes, finding out some information, because we have some really beautiful and profound perspectives to share. I'll pop some recommendations down below of some wonderful neurodiverse experiencing people who have the ability to take you on a different journey, help you see a new way of being, and just help you understand, maybe if you are neurodiverse yourself, or perhaps you know someone who is neurodiverse, or you work with somebody who is. I just think that us being able to have some more understanding for each other is really important and healing for everyone. It's important that we're not shamed for being so different. We're truly all in this together.